in between coats, one gentleman, it's not in our department, has a machine that drills the holes, and then we put the coins in. And then on the back here, see if I can find it. On the back, and this is in black, you can't read it too much, but it's signed by the owner of Martin's, Gail Martin. He comes in and signs a multiple number of bows. Very nice gentleman. I really like the guy. And then what's written on here is also the, I believe it's the weight where you pull back on the limbs. It's 30 and it's a 28-inch draw. I really don't know. And then it's marked with some other things. And they have a calligrapher that does all the writing. And then it says right down here, handcrafted by Howatt. And Damon Howatt is owned by Martin. And I think, say like for the Hunger Games, or, well, for the Hunger Games, I've read all 3 books. And I've seen the first movie. I found out about the first movie when I went to apply. And I think that the Hunger Games should use all wood traditional bows, because that's how the storyline goes. Now, most bow makers that I've seen use a metal riser right here, because they just don't have the craftsman to do it by hand like these are. And then they have bolt-on limbs, which are wooden limbs from here to here. But this is all traditional. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, the reason I brought it home, and what we're going to do is, this has a clear satin finish on it, which is normal, which is not high gloss, it's not flat, but it's kind of got a small glow to it, which is very nice. Now, what I'm charged in doing, since I am a fine finish painter, and I love doing this, I'm going to take 1500 grit right here, and 2000 grit right here, and this is cleaner wax, swirl remover. I'm going to get this bow down to 2000 grit, and it won't take very long because it's in beautiful shape. I will sand the edges, which are totally smooth, the back of the limbs, the front of the limbs, the riser, handle, the sight window. That's what's called the sight window, where the arrow goes, right here. And you can see it does have a slight glow to it because I'm starting on it. But what I'm going to do with this bow is I'm going to turn it into what I call is a super bow. And that's I've only made 2 of them, so this will be the 3rd one. But this bow, when it's completed, after I get done with my magic polishing, will look completely different. It will be a showpiece. And I'm thinking the Hunger Games themselves, if they're using a bow in low light, say like in jungle condition or something, I don't know anything about cameras, but a high gloss polished bow would show up well on film. I think. I mean traditional. I don't know anything about film either, but anyway, that's my latest project. And I'm also working on a metal riser that I'm going to paint a couple colors, I think red and purple. I just do it on my spare time. I do this for my boss because he's pretty cool and it's a great project. And these are beautiful bows. I don't know what they cost, a Gail Martin, but I imagine that a signature series costs a lot of money, and they're darn well worth it. Okay, I'm gonna start the wet sanding process, and we're gonna go through and turn this bow. It's kind of dark out. We're gonna turn this bow into what I call a super bow, a showpiece. And you see, I've got it upside down here, accidentally. And of course, if my management is upset with this film, then I'll take it off. But I just wanted to show what I do, and it's a great job. I look forward to going to work every day. We have people that come in and tour the place. It's just an old school professional craftsman love of these things, bows that make them like this. Next step is 1500 or 2000 wet sanding. And we continue.